Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw The Mandalorian. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll see a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. There's also one for color. So those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and then we'll get started. Alright, so The Mandalorian, huh? Super exciting. So, I think I'm going to come up with like an action pose. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, it's kind of the Wild West is the idea, you know? So, I'm going to just put him in like a gunfighter pose. And what I mean by that is like he's reacting to, you know, let's say someone pulled a gun on him and so he's got to draw his own weapon. And so I think that's what I'm going for here. So that being said, I just got to do this. Let's see. And then we can get started. It's not bad. It's not bad. I like where I'm going with this. I gotta try to hurry though because there's a lot of detail in this one, and so I want to try to hurry up so we can get as much of it in as we can, and not spend too much time drawing. But again, there's a lot of detail, so I'm gonna see what I can do here. And see what I can get away with not doing too. I guess that's kind of the other secret too, is you know, you still try to do what you can and still have fun with it, but we only have a certain amount of time here. Like, you could take all day long and draw this if you want, but I can't. I don't have that much time. So I just gotta get it done while I can and get moving, because we got stuff to do. Okay, let's see. But again, that's the fun of it, is, you know, we get to do whatever we want, and one day you'll be able to do it yourself and just sketch like this, you know? That's the fun of it, and that's what I talk about in all my other drawings, in my other videos about drawings, is that we're the creators. We get to do whatever we want. That's the funnest thing. And that's why I like doing this channel, is because it's what we want to do, you know? There's those other channels that show you how to do stuff and whatnot, but this is about, we're creating something. And we're going to create it the way we want to create and make something that we want to see, you know? So that's the fun of it. And again, what you'll learn to do eventually is, you know, draw it on your own and do it yourself. Because this doesn't exist. I'm looking at a picture of the costume, like a picture that was at I think it was D23, the reveal of the outfits, and so it's just a mannequin dressed up. That's all it is. So I'm just looking at the details, and I have to try to imagine what it would be like in this pose. So that's what I'm saying. That's the fun of it, is I get to make it whatever I want, you know? All right. Not bad, not bad. I'm liking where I'm going with this. Let's see. And that goes up. Again, there's a lot of detail. So I'm trying to have fun, flesh it out, and let's see. And stay in the allotted amount of time. And what I mean by that is, you know, I like I said before, I can't spend all day on this. Well, I guess I could, but that's a long video. Okay, so let's see. How do I want the fingers? I want kind of one up like this. One down like this. Another one down like this. And then we'll just do the pinky down like that. That's not bad. That's not bad. Let me see if I can find a picture of his glove. There we go. Okay, so there are fingerless gloves. And then he's got his big old gauntlet. His big old fat gauntlet. Okay. Alright, I think I'm happy with that arm. Like that. So, let me draw this other one. This other one I think I'm just going to have just kind of down. Again, like he's like startled, you know, something like that. But he's a bounty hunter, so it's not so much startled as it is prepared, you know, ready to react. That's what I'm looking for. That's I'm trying to stick up for him for some reason. I'm trying to say, no, he's not startled. He's cooler than that, which there's no reason for me to do it. Besides I'm looking up to a character, and I don't want him. Wow, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to make fun of him, you know? I was like, no, he's too cool. He's not scared. How dare you? This is my friend, Mandalorian. Oh, Mandy. Oh, Mandy. You came and you found all the slaves and... I don't know. I'm trying to think of something. But there is an old song by a singer named Barry Manilow that sings about Mandy. And that is horrible. What happened to that hand? I was trying to come up with some lyrics like that, you know? What's funny is I don't really know the song. I know the song because of The Simpsons. Because there's an old episode where Homer was singing to Marge, and he was singing in the lyrics of Mandy, but he was singing to Margie, singing, "Oh Margie, you came and you found me a turkey on my vacation away from worky." Okay, that's not working out. Let me try to do this again. Because his hand is right there. And see, I keep, this is the problem you have when you're making stuff up, that if you want to create brand new, like, you can do it, but your eyes are used to looking at something and saying, that's not right, you know? It's the uncanny valley. That's is what it is. And if you don't get it right, you can tell. But when you're looking at it normally, just your hand, you could care less. You don't even look twice at it. But yeah, I don't know. You know, I'm taking too long in this hand. I'm so sorry about that. I'm playing around. I'm being silly. Let's see. Maybe I need to switch it up. Maybe I'm trying to do something I'm not supposed to, you know? Okay, so let's do this. Let me redraw this. Okay, so I'm gonna put the thumb like this. Do the other bottom of the part of the hand like this. Do a finger like that. Do another one down like that. And like this. There you go. Let's just do that. That way it's more down and action oriented, you know? Ooh, it's too far out now. Man, I'm not on my game today. I am not on my game today. So, let's see. Let me try to do something like let's try to stick with what we're doing. Let's my brain is there, so let me try to get us there. Okay? So sorry this one's taking too long, but I'm going to try to get us there. Okay? That's not too bad. Let's see if I can salvage it. Okay, let's go with that because I was spending too much time. I was probably spending way too much time on this hand when I'm already ready to go. That was the last thing I needed to do. So let's just let's do it and move on, and we'll let the inking take care of that. Okay. I'm going to erase some of it though, so it doesn't stand out. Actually, I need to do that with the entire thing. Let's erase a lot of these lines. But his helmet, real fast, let me just do a few lines in here. Let's look at it this way. It took a long time to do those hands, but I did it to make it look right, you know? Because it's going to look better by doing it right. Let's look at it that way. Okay, and so I want to get the face right because that's kind of like the eyes. You know, he doesn't have any eyes, but I've got to get the head looking right so it looks like the Mandalorian, you know? Okay, I think that'll work. Let me look at a few more pictures of his head just to be right. Okay, I think I'm gonna look at that picture right there while I'm doing it. And you know what? Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot. He's got kind of a... Let's do this for his cape. And I was gonna do his little gun that's over his back. Okay, so let's get started. So sorry it's taking so long. I say we get moving. I say welcome to Sharpie Town. It's going to be a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, and we'll try to move through this fast because I'm so sorry how long that took. I know I'm apologizing way too much, but I'm going to be using the Sharpie pen and the Sharpie fine point. Let's start off with the Sharpie pen just to get the detail of the head right, and I'm going to draw just a line across for his head, or for the eyes, the visor, and then we'll work from there. So I'm just going to go across as straight as you can, but it's okay if you don't get it 100% straight. It happens, you know? And so I'm going to draw the middle part next, just because I want to be able to control the thickness and the start-stop points and not be controlled by anything I would have done before. So that looks pretty good. I can work with that. So now I'm just going to connect the lines as straight as I can, but if it's not straight, it's no big deal. And look, even my Sharpie is dying here. Okay. And I'm going to close it in right here like that. Come down a little bit for the edges. And I'm going to draw the little pieces in here and then outline it with the big Sharpie later. Okay? So I'm going to come up here like this. Come up. Do the same thing over here so I don't get lost as to what's what and don't forget something like that. And then I'm going to kind of come in and then back out, in and back out, and then connect those lines like that. And let's go ahead and connect that. Let's give him an edge to his mask. And I'm probably going to start to thicken these edges up, because the outer edges, because it's time to move on to the big Sharpie. Well, it will be in a second. I'm actually going to... there's some children playing outside. And yeah, I'm about to switch over to the big Sharpie, so I just want to make it kind of match where that's going. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get these lines to work. This is going to be the last time I use this Sharpie. And you can see a little bit more of the ear over here, so I'm going to add a little bit more detail. Like that. Okay. Something like that. One more little edge at the bottom. Then I can bring it in and do that. And again, I'm going to start to thicken up these outlines. Like that. Okay, and I'm going to do the top of his head right there, but I want to do the top of the Sharpie. I use the big fat Sharpie now since we're going to be moving over. So now I'm just going to bring it over to his head like that and connect it down like that. And see how thick that was? That's why I wanted to start using the big fat Sharpie, or that's why I wanted to thicken up some of these lines. Okay, and I'm going to do one more little line across like that. There we go. We are done with his helmet. Okay, so now I'm just going to work with the rest of his body. And so I'm going to draw just a little bit of a neck over to his shoulder like that. Same thing over here, just like that. And that's going to be colored in, so we don't have to worry about that. So let me get back to my picture real quick. Okay, and so I'm going to draw his bandolier, because that's over the front of him. And actually, I should probably draw his belt first. Let's draw his belt. I know I'm jumping, but I like drawing what's in front first. And that way it'll let me work on other stuff. Because what's in front is going to stand out in front of everything else. So now I'm just kind of drawing his belt as I see it. And I'm kind of making it up too, because I obviously can't draw everything that's on his belt. But I wanted to draw enough that I can play around and give it some detail and work my way up here. So I'm going to draw a few of his little pieces that he has on the front like this. Just because, again, I want it to be in front of the bandolier that's going across. Like that. Okay, and so this end can come up here, and we're going to kind of do something like this, just because, again, there's a lot of detail in it, but I can't get everything in, so I'm just going to kind of play around with a few things and give it that extra look, you know, that it's got more detail in it than I can draw look. That's what I'm going for. Now, that's on front, so I could draw everything else that's behind it. So his chest piece is going to come over here like this. We're going to stop right there. And then I'm going to pick it back up over here, and I'll show you why I stopped it. Because there's a middle piece that's kind of like a diamond. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. That it's got a little bit of detail in it that I just wanted to capture with starting and stopping like that. Okay, so I'm going to draw his chest piece, something like this. Do the same thing over here. Going to go up. There's a line going across the middle. Well, not the middle, that's lower at the bottom, right? And there's dents and things like that in it, but we're going to do that with color. Okay, so I can draw that little thing right there. And so now I can start to draw his cape, something like this, and it kind of wraps around, right? So I'm going to just draw little things like that just to give it a little bit of extra detail. So now I'm going to draw his shoulder piece, which is over like that, and I'm going to draw some little bends for his shirt, basically. Ooh, you know what? Let's do this little padding for his little under layer here, and then you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just keep going with his middle piece. Okay, there. That way we can keep going over here. So now I'm going to bring this sleeve down. That's going to come up like this. Then I'm going to do some creases and folds like that to his next piece. Ooh, you know, I hate when I go over like that, so I'm going to thicken that up. Okay, so I'm just adding a few folds and creases. He's got a bunch of them because this is he's got a bunch of layers of soft material as well as metal. So let's do his first hand here. So I'm going to draw, bear with me here, I'm going to draw this finger here first, something like that. That way I can come down here to the thumb, bring it out like this, to the bottom of the hand, next finger, ring finger, and then the pinky just kind of jutting out like that. Okay, so I'll bring the rest of the hand in. That way I can close that out, and I can just do something like this for his gauntlet. Again, it's got a lot of metal to it, a lot of straight edges that we can't really draw or have to worry about because that's a lot of detail. I shouldn't have done all that, but you know what? That's okay. So I'm going to give him his gloves. You can barely see that. So now I'm going to go ahead and add a few little creases and folds to his hand just to show that there's material there, you know? Okay, let's work over here on this hand. Let's see if we can conquer this hand like we did before. So I'm going to draw the other shoulder piece like this. I'm going to draw his arm into that sleeve just like that. I'm going to come down to his arm here. And then I'm going to have that gauntlet there. And I'm adding extra little metal pieces or layers, I guess that's the best way to say it, just to make it look different, metal, you know, edgy. It's got edges, not cool edgy, but it's got edges. Okay, so here we go with this hand. Let's see if we can conquer this. So I'm going to go over here and work on the thumb, bring it in, come over here to the finger, come in like this. Oops, that shouldn't have been. Okay, I'm going to do this one, bent over like this. Going to bring this one in, going to bring this one in. That'll work. Kind of all hunched over. So now we get to draw some lines to kind of show the folds, you know. And these folds kind of get you out of a lot of trouble, you know, because they help you cover a few mistakes. See, we kind of got away with that by doing those little bends and folds. So now all together it works perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his gun over here, which is it's kind of, you can't really see it because of the holster. So I'm just going to kind of do something like this. It's going to wrap over, and so again you can't see more than just that, you know. That's really about all you can see. And he's got little pieces over here hanging. You can't see that one too much, so we'll just do that. And then he's got his armor. I'm going to do the Dengar armor. I know it's not Dengar, but I know it's Trooper armor. But it looks like, it makes me think of Dengar, you know, with his little armor pieces that he has. Right? You know about Dengar, right? Oh, toilet paper head. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up this leg here. Let's just keep going down like this. That's underneath the what do you call it? The legging. And then it's going to have like this piece like this. And then he's got a whole bunch of pipes. Don't know what they are exactly. I should, as much as I like Star Wars. Oops. It's embarrassing that I don't. I'll say that. And then there's these little strap going across, holding all of them together like that. And it's going to come down to his leg like this. And again, there's some level to it like that. Okay, so now I'm just going to draw a little bit underneath his pants, basically, to his shoes. Something like that. Okay, and there's a little bit of worn detail to it. Alright, I'm going to connect any lines that aren't connecting. I'm going to draw some pants up here. They're all folded and creased and bent. I'm going to draw his other leg armor right here. And same thing, it's got like that little extra layer if you want to add that, just to just to make it cool. All right, so now I'm going to add his knee pad. It's not really a knee pad, it's more of a brace, you know? Something like that. And then there's little tubes on that side. And so now I'm going to draw to his little knee brace. I guess it's not a knee brace. I don't know why I'm trying to name all this stuff. I guess I'm just trying to describe what I see, and which is almost impossible. And I'm just making it up. It's like the whole thing with the hand that I'm trying to protect him. I'm trying to make sense of it, you know, just because I'm a fan. Okay, I'm gonna do something like that for his pants. He's got, you know, little leggings that's got a little detail in them. Something like that. We're not gonna do too much. I just wanted to just mess it up a little. You know, it was too natural looking. So here we're just gonna do the last foot like this. Come down like that. Something like this. Then we can just give him a little, what do you call it? Something like that. Tread is a word I was looking for earlier. Okay, so the last things we're going to do is I'm going to draw the rest of his cape. Going to whip it like that. Come in. Something like that. Bring it over this side. We'll say it's flowing from over there. And so the last thing I'll do is the handle of his gun. Like that. And we take care of the rest with color. So that is the Mandalorian. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.